And it seems like everything is up and going. It is. I'm excited. Just making sure everything is up and running. I know there's no audio. It's one of the games where if you click out, the audio stops. But we should be fine. I'm just readjusting a few things. There we go. See? Audio kicked in. Just gotta readjust a tiny bit. So that way I can like see everything while also check everything. So hello everybody, and also let me see if okay, the controller is not working. I think this is what was gonna happen. Okay, so we gotta just exit out real quick. But hello everybody. Hope you all are having a great and safe rest of your day. And if your day isn't going good, I hope it does get better. We're gonna just redo this real quick. And I hope you all have had a great New Year's. Hope that was all well with y'all if you celebrated. Hope you all have a good one. For the start of our New Year's, I was like, let me play a game that I have been meaning to play for a while. And we'll go from there. You know, it's fun. I've always wanted to get into the Trail series. It seems like a great RPG from what I've heard and from people that like I follow who like talk about RPGs and JRPGs in general. They've, you know, they talk about this in a good way. So I hope this plays out right. Normal, average difficulty. Yeah, we're gonna be doing normal. I will say, I don't know. I did try this out a long time ago for like a little bit. And then, you know, life got in the way, like usually did. So I only played like the prologue of this. But that was such a good while ago, I've kind of forgotten what happened in it. So this will be a good refresher for a bit. And also, I do know that sometimes the PC port has a little bit of an issue. So we'll see if any of that continues here. I don't think it will, but we'll see. Estella? Daddy's really late. I even got a message from the guild saying he'll be home today, too. In Serara? Gone traveling around the kingdom on some kind of training. I'm so bored. Maybe I'll just practice with my staff a bit more before dinner. Man's voice. Hey, I'm home. Daddy! It's kind of weird for me saying that out loud. Sorry to have kept you waiting, Estella. Cassis? Cassis? Did you take good care of the house while I was away? Of course I did. Did you run into any trouble, Daddy? You didn't get hurt fighting the bad monsters, did you? Nope, I'm as fit as a fiddle. That reminds me, though. I brought you a present. Really? What kind of present? A new fishing pole? Sneakers? Something for my training? Maybe I raised you wrong, Estella. Aren't little girls supposed to like clothes and jewelry? I like pretty clothes, but they just get dirty. And jewelry breaks when you play outside with it on. Anyway, Daddy, what's with the big blanket? Hello, and Happy New Year's to you too, Min. And yes, we will. So, hey, it's a banger intro song. Banger song to start off. It's nice and calm and relaxing. I like this. I like it. I'm doing good. I hope you're doing well. Hope everything's going good with you. Hope you had a good New Year's. Is that my present? And I hope everything's going. Here's to a good and healthy new year, too. Where all of our dreams will succeed. Oh, you're a sharp one. Now, why don't you come have a look? Oh boy. What? Well, here you are. quite a handsome boy, don't you think? What? Why is my present boy? Don't make such a fuss, or you'll wake him up. Wake him up? You mean he's still alive? Look kind of dead if you ask me. Well, that's definitely something. I've treated his wounds, so he should be in stable condition. In the meantime, however, we'll need to let him rest. I'll put him to bed, so if you wouldn't mind heating a kettle of water on the stove, I appreciate it. Okay. What an introduction already. He sure sleeps soundly, and he's almost looks the same age as me. This is the first time I've ever seen black hair like that, too. He certainly does have a nice head of dark hair, and a pair of amber eyes to go with. That's nice and all, but how about you? Come clean and fess up. Fess up? Yeah, who is this kid anyway? Why is he hurt? Why did you bring him to our house? Is he an illegitimate child or something? Did you betray mommy? Where have you been picking up these kinds of words? It's actually kind of funny. Imagine your own kid comes up to you and does that. Like, hey, where's the secret child coming from, Dad? That would be insane. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're doing good. And yes, here is to hoping for the best and a great new year to start this off, hopefully. No doubt from script. I can't say these names. Scritchazard? Scritchazard, I assume? Yep, that's right. For heaven's sake, that girl's going to get me into trouble one of these days. All of her nonsense. Actually, I just met this boy while I was out on business. I don't even know his name. You mean Bracer business? Bracer business? Something like that. Oh, look. Huh? He's waking up. Oh, he does have really cool eyes. I like that. Wow, his eyes are the color of amber. Like I said, I played a bit of this. I just don't remember a lot of this. I forgot his eyes, how they looked. Where am I? So you're awake now, are you? Welcome to my humble home. You'll be safe here, so please try to rest. What are you trying to pull? Huh? You must be out of your mind. Why didn't you just leave me there to die? Why? Now that's a question I don't know how to answer. Does things just worked out that way work for you? Don't toy with me, Cassis Bright. Do you have any idea what you're getting yourself involved in? Hey. You're sure shouting a lot for someone who's supposed to be hurt. Running your mouth like that is just gonna make it take longer for your body to heal. And just who are you supposed to be? I'm Estella. Estella Bright. She's my daughter. Don't you remember me telling you that I have a daughter your age? Now that you mention it. Wait a minute. Don't try and change this up. Ow. Quit yelling. Alright already. Oh, but you're jumping on me like that isn't going to make me heal any faster either. I don't hear you yelling again, do I? Look, jumping on me like that is just going to make things worse. Do I hear yelling? This is adorable. This is such a good start. Never mind. Just forget it. As a word of advice, it would be wise not to argue with Estella while you're in this house. Even I wouldn't stand a chance if I made her mad enough. Yeah, I can see that. By the way, aren't you forgetting something? Huh? Your name, you know, the thing that people call you. Told you mine already, so don't you think it would be unfair and impolite not to tell me yours? It seems like the logical thing to do, if you ask me. Trying to hide it now would only serve to your detriment. Fine. My name is... And it fades to black, guys. That's the game. What a great game. All right. Great time. I wish a game does do that one day. Charge full price and people just it does that to you. That would be hilarious. Ooh, we're getting a nice little intro. Hopefully it's not copyrighted, because fuck. Stream about getting nuked to the ground if that happens. Oh, I'm excited to play this. I really am. Legend of Heroes. Trails in the Sky. This is a trilogy. I do know that. Oh, that's cool. I was about to say, what is he holding? And I realized it's a harmonica. There's Pops. Yes. Okay. I was like, I think. Hopefully I'm not wrong. Hello there. I'm kind of assuming, like, when I first originally, like, started out with, One Piece, I looked at a arc thing on, I forget where. It was like an arc separator, and it gave me, like, the main names and then how each arc was kind of like, it gave me like a list of like the sub arc names and then the overall saga and stuff, and I've had it ever since. I haven't gone back to it, so I don't know if it's like dated. It probably is dated, because when I first originally read it, it was like 2 years ago. So it's probably super dated. I just haven't touched anything of that sort. Oh, that's such a cool sword. What the fuck? Oh yeah, I feel like this will be this could probably be a long series, which I'm excited for. Like, I'm excited. I'm excited. But if there is an updated like series in the canon, feel free to send it, because I'm pretty sure that thing that I have is like super dated by now. It might not be. I don't know. I can't tell you. Because that's how I was pulling. That's how I pulled the information when I talk about the arcs. This is so pretty looking. I am going to adjust the volume a little bit down, a tad bit, and it's going to cut it off. Fuck. Okay. But no, I'm looking forward. Like, I don't know how long it's going to take, but I'm looking forward to playing this series, and hopefully I do like it. From everything that I've heard about this series, it seems like right up my alley. And every time people talk about it, I get like more FOMO about it than I think I would admit to. But I'm excited to start this. I really am. It's so bright in here. Yawn. I can't do a yawning voice. I slept like a rock. That must mean it's Dad's turn to cook this morning. I wonder if that means Joshua is still in bed. I guess Joshua is the boy then. Oh yeah, no, I haven't like all I did. Yeah, I think that's like the issue. Is my thing is like I'm trying to figure out like, because the little note tab that I kept from like years ago about it, I can see where it's going to become a problem. My thing is that like I need like the only thing it helps me categorize things, I guess, is the best way to put it. But I can see why it may become a problem down the road. I really do. Because I don't really like how I've did it was, I don't know how to explain it. I hope I explained this properly. What I did was, for example, blacked out the arc at the start with highlighting it, and then like I unhighlight it as I go through. Like I think it's kind of easy to tell when you switch sub arcs and stuff. I can pretty much can tell that you can switch sub arcs just by the way things lead off of it. But it's getting to a point now where I'm like getting very confused about it. So I'll have to figure out a way to work around it. We'll see. Guess that's a no. Well, I guess I better get myself ready then too. Oh, so that's where the noise was coming from. It's coming from his harmonica. Harmonica is such an interesting instrument. It's so cool. Low-key, I wish I could play instruments. It would be awesome. I was like, do I move? I guess not. Okay. Nice, Joshua. Bravo. Good morning, Estella. Hope I didn't wake you. Nah, I was already up when I heard you start to play. Can't believe how awake you are. Though even the roosters still have bags in their eyes. Yeah, see, that's what I kind of figured, because like when I originally started the journey, like all that time back, I just remembered that I put it all into like the Google Docs, blacked it out completely, like matched it with the page. The only thing that is like kind of bad is that it's like I changed the color of the fonts a just so I know. Like I basically put enough space. I put an indicator, like a couple dash. So what I did was, I did like, how do I put this? I put a parentheses, 2 dash, and then closing parentheses to indicate that's the name of the big arc. And then I put 2 dashes for each sub arc, if that makes sense. And then everything's just blacked out completely and stuff like that, with like the side of it, and then in the 2 dashes I have parentheses of like the chapter counts, or what was considered the sub arcs, like when the start of that sub arc is considered to the end of that sub arc. That's how I did it. I think that makes sense. I hope it does. Not that I mind. What with that siren song of yours gently luring this beautiful woman from slumber? What do you mean, woman? We're the same age. I'm not hardly a man. Tis. How wrong you are, Joshua. You may be the same age. I am clearly the woman of the house. And that makes you something like my loyal follower, wouldn't you agree? Yeah. How fortunate for you. You could at least try and sound a tiny bit sincere. It really is nice tune, though. Cheerful yet somehow wistful. I like your other songs too, of course, but this one's my favorite. What's it called again? The Whereabouts of Light. The Whereabouts of Light. That's right, The Whereabouts of Light. I wish I could play the harmonica like you, Joshua. I wish so too. I don't even play. Sadly, it's a lot harder than it looks. Compared to what it takes to use a staff, I think the harmonica is much easier. It's really just a matter of concentration. You're probably right. I guess my problem is just that if I don't do something that uses my whole body, I just feel drowsy. Okay, playing the harmonica is fine and all, but how about getting some exercise too? All you hobbies are sitting around kind of stuff like reading and music. Hey, that's not a bad hobby, come on now. No girl's gonna be impressed with just that. Well, excuse me for being so unpopular with the ladies. Although, I feel like I should be the one lecturing you about your hobbies. I mean, what kind of boy wants a girl who loves fishing, collecting bugs, and has a fetish for sports shoes? er, that's enough talk about hobbies for now. And for your information, I graduated from blood collecting a long time ago. Really? I'll believe that when I stop finding beetles in the hallway. Hey, Estella, Joshua. Morning, Dad. Good morning, Dad. Is breakfast ready? Oh, Joshua's even calling him that. That's sweet. It's ready and waiting. Why don't the both of you hurry on down before it gets cold? Okay, I'm on my way. Thanks for the grub, Dad. Boy, am I stuffed. Are you eating or inhaling, Estella? Like people say, kids who eat and sleep a lot grow a lot. Well, make sure you get enough to eat. Don't forget to pour that energy into your work too. That reminds me, you two are finishing up your training at the guild today, aren't you? That's right. It'll be a review of everything we've learned up to this point. And once we're finished, we'll be bracers just like you, Dad. That means I'm not going to let you treat me like a kid either. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know any Trails content. Like, I played this for like only, I think like 2 to 3 hours ish, like in total. And it's been a while since I even touched it. But it has like such a great vibe, and I'm like, it's very interesting because every time the Trails games come out, I just see so much passion from people about talking about it. So that's why I'm like, this seems so cool to like go down and like see what's happening in here and see what it's all about. It seems so interesting. I will need to figure out once we finish this trilogy and see what we're gonna do, because I do know there's very different ways of how people perceive you should play this series, and I'm gonna need to spend time like looking into it, because some people believe you should play the series as it released. However, some of the later games take place timeline wise earlier than their counterparts release date, if that makes sense. Like, I think one of the newer games takes place directly after this trilogy, timeline wise, and then like the older games are a little bit more like further out, while the newer games are like filling in gaps between the older games. So we're gonna have to like look at it one of these, like near the, like at the end of this, not even at the end of this, we'll probably do it at the end of the trilogy and see what we have to do, or what is the most recommended route to go about. You still lack understanding, Estella. You can only become a junior bracer in the beginning, or in other words, a trainee. If you want to be treated like an adult, then you should work extra hard in your training to become a full-fledged bracer. Well, I'm not afraid of a little hard work. Just you watch and see what I'm capable of, Dad. I'll be so successful that it won't be long before I pass you too. That's the spirit. Let's see what you're made of then, shall we? Let's not start a rivalry here, you two. And Estella, keep your focus on the task at hand. We have a test later on today, remember? Huh? Wait, what test? Oh man. Please tell me that you didn't forget about the test, Estella. You know, the one that checks whether or not we're mastering the skills we've been learning and training. Yeah, see, that's what I've kind of heard too. Is like if you think about the Brandon Sanderson thing, it kind of follows like that sort of thing. So I think it's just gonna be like, which is, I don't think so, because I've heard that comparison too, Min. So don't worry, I've heard that comparison too. It's just something we're gonna need to look into. We're just gonna need to like look into it, because like I always see, like, it's funny because like I like RPG content on Twitter, I'd be seeing like the debate of how you should play this series pop up like every 6 months. And I keep forgetting to say, there's this like really cool graph that someone posted in a comment. And I keep forgetting to save it. So I'm hoping it's been 6 months, you know, 6 months like clockwork. So hopefully the discussion pops up and I can save that infograph and we can look at it and see where we would have to like think about things. So it'll be fun. It'll definitely be fun. You know, the one that checks whether or not we're mastering the skills we've been learning and training? Don't you remember Shara saying that if we failed, we'd be stuck with a ton of extra homework? Crap, totally forgot. Now that you mention it, I guess I kind of remember her saying something like that. Don't sweat it. I'm sure we'll manage somehow or another. I honestly don't know how you survived this long, Estella. Your brain is like... Mama is sad. How could any child of mine end up with such a careless, pretentious personality? You're the one that raised me, so I definitely got it from you. I swear, the two of you act so much alike, but whatever. We should probably head over to the guild soon, Estella. Scara's going to be waiting there for us. Sounds like a plan. You know how crazy scary she gets when someone keeps her waiting? Oh, before I forget, it's my turn to cook dinner tonight. Is there anything in particular you'd like to eat, Dad? Any requests? Something I like to eat, huh? How about Run style scallop fish in a basin vinegar sauce? What's that? I think that's a little more than Estella's cooking skills can handle. Or our stomachs. You're right. I just wanted to see what kind of reaction I could get. I'll just have the usual fried fish and omelet. No need for anything fancy, but do try to make something edible. How rude. I can't actually say he's wrong. Actually, I do have one favor to ask before you head out. I want you to pick up a copy of the Liber news from the general goods store. They're supposed to be getting the latest edition in today. Got it, one copy of the Liber news from the general goods store. Receive 500 Mira. I guess that's the currency. If there's any money left over, you can have it as your allowance. However, that means no wasteful spending. Alright, thanks, Dad. Okay, we're heading out now. See you later, Dad. Work hard and give Scarza. I'm gonna have to look up how to pronounce these names. Holy fuck. My regards. Sweet. Oh man, we got speed. We're on pretty fast. Okay. How does this game operate? Let's see. So circle opens up my menu. That is very different. Oh my god. Okay, so circle does do that. Save, all that fun stuff, tactics. Ooh, okay. This is positions, items. Holy hell. Republic of Calvard. Wow. I can't say. I think that's Rose. I'm stuck at cursive too. Rose, I'm assuming. Empire. Interesting. We're like in the dead center of both these kingdoms. That's never a very good sign. Equipment. Already level 3. I think. For both of us. How do I check Joshua? Oh, 3. Okay. So yeah, we're both level 3. Oh wow, you can like speed the fuck up. Oh, camera angle, camera angle. Okay, I guess you... Let me step out. Okay, so we can just do this. Wow. This is actually really cool. Okay. Can, like, speed through all this. Just... There's a standing log for staff practice. Okay, so we can, like, actually explore. I don't know what camera angle I want to deal with this. Oh, no. This is, like... I think we'll keep it like this for right now, just so I can get used to this. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, I generally don't know what camera angle I want to do. This is... well, I'll just keep track of this. Or I'll just rotate it. West is Bright's house. North, Rowlett, 49 Sledge. South, 259 Sledge. I guess that's their transportation thing? Like, meters, like metrics, basically, I guess. Maybe. City of Roland. Oh, man. It looks like we made a good time. Not too early, or too late either. We just barely graduated from Sunday school. Never dreamed we'd have to study so hard to become bracers. Well, you're in luck. Today is our last day of training. Truth be told, though, you're the one who signed up to be a bracer in the first place. So I don't know why do you expect to get away with any less effort. Oh yeah, I guess I did. Alright then, let's get to it, and make it through the last hazing from Scara. You look ready to me. Let's go meet with Scara at the Bracers Guild over there then. Oh wow, this is so cool. I think like I gotta look up how old this game. It doesn't even look that old. I'm assuming this is a weapon shop. Yeah, arms and guards. General goods. Let's go buy that newspaper. Sorry, I was wiping my nose. Scratching my nose. Good morning, Mr. Renan. Hello there, Estella and Joshua. You're up rather early today. Did you come to buy a new pair of shoes? I think you mentioned it. Are there any new ones in stock? You know, like the newest Stragons? Unbelievable. You're actually already forgetting why we came here to begin with. We're not here to shop. We're supposed to be buying a copy of Liber. News for Dad, right? Ah, haha, of course. You always been a big collector of those shoes, haven't you, Estella? I'm afraid that the new Sturgans aren't out yet. If you're after the latest issue of the Liber News, though, I should have them around noon. Noon, huh? That's right in the middle of our training at the guild house. We'll stop by again after our training is over. Sure, I'll be waiting for you. Okay, so we come back after our test, which could be... oh, Bracers Guild. Which could be a whole other fun part. Anna. There you two are. Good morning, Estella. Good morning, Joshua. Good morning, Anna. Good morning. Is Scara here today? Yes, she's waiting for you upstairs. Once you finish today's training, you'll finally be recognized as members of the Bracer Guild. Good luck to the both of you. Thanks. We'll do our best. Wonder how... oh, it's the lady from who did the tarot cards? I think. Yeah, well, I guessed it right. Star and the Hanged Man, the Hermit and the Magician, and last of all, Intervision through the Wheel of Fortune. This is a difficult combination. How shall I interpret this? Good morning, Scara. Well, if it isn't Estella and Joshua, this is a rare occasion for the both of you to show up so early. Since it's my last day of training, I figured why not? I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a bracer myself. Let me actually, real quick, I forgot to just tab this over real quick so I can just keep track of things. There we go. It's going to cut out the sound. I know. There we go. My bad. I'm ready to get this show on the road and become a bracer myself. I'll give you credit for your enthusiasm, but I'm going to work you hard today in every way I can think of to make sure that the high-spirited attitude of yours holds up. I hope you're ready. I can feel the enthusiasm dropping already. Quiet, you. Every time I teach you something, you manage to forget it. The training is my way of trying to keep some of that information in your head instead of letting it drown out your ears like it usually does. Why, Joshua, she's picking on me. Don't worry, Scara. While Estella may hate studying and rarely ever does her homework, Ashley is over naive and has a tendency to stick her nose into everything. Her instincts are sharp, so I'm sure she'll pick up on how to use the orbit with some practice eventually. Probably. I guess there's not much I can do now except hope for the best. Hold on a second, Joshua. Somehow I get the feeling that you weren't standing up for me. Well, that's odd. I'm positive I described all your best traits accurately. Whatever. By the way, Scarab, what were you trying to predict with your tarot cards? Your face was really intent. Oh, this? I was just trying to get a vague reading about what might happen in the near future. Unfortunately, it might be about us. I don't seem to have been in the right mindset to interpret the cards correctly. You couldn't read the cards? Now that's surprising to hear. Actually, the more profound the meaning of the cards, the more difficult they become to interpret. But that's not important now. I think it's time to start your final training. Yippee! What do we gotta do? I'll give you a brief rundown of all the information we've covered in your previous training. This is the minimum level of knowledge that bracers should have in order to function efficiently. And Estella, make sure you pay especially close attention to what I'm going to say. Yeah. Ooh, what would you like to know about the orbits or orbiments? Are mechanical devices which operate by using what is known as an orb-ray energy. A variety of effects can produce depending on their structure and the type of quartz or procedure septum installed. Although it's only been about 50 years since their invention, these devices play an integral role in all facets of life, from lights, heaters, and other everyday products to weapons, magic, and even airships. Interesting. In connection, this technology reform is commonly known as the Orbian Revolution. Interesting. Bracers. Bracers are Okay, why did I just blank that out? Bracers are investigation and combat specialists who work to protect civilians and maintain the stability of the respective regions. They aid the community in various ways, such as exterminating monsters, preventing crime, finding lost items, and escorting people and goods. The Bracer Guild, which has established bracers across the continent, manages the affairs of the bracers in each region. Deadass, like that whole system is like in charge of everything. There's no way that doesn't like come back and bite them in the ass. Like I can't think of a way that like I feel like it's dangerous. It's like as useful as it is, that being the sole thing that powers everything seems very dangerous. About the liberal kingdom. Oh, so this is this is actually the world building stuff. Okay. The kingdom of Libri, in which we live, sits on the western half of the Zirmun continent and abounds with nature and deep-rooted traditions. Libero is proud to be one of the leading producers of septum on the continent and is known for its high level of technology used to develop oblins. Yeah, that just sounds like that. Yeah, everything is cool and dandy, and then like we are sitting in the kingdom that is known for the high level of tech. Yeah, this is just sounds like a huge setup for like a huge impending war. Eventually, at one point. This is insane. See how everyone's just happy and living like exactly. Everything's all peachy and roses. No one's like planning anything. Of course not. None of the neighboring kingdoms that are attached to us. Like when you think about this layout, this is like a really this is a bad layout. or like if you lived here, hypothetically, right? Like say a war happened, you're in between two kingdoms, switched from the top and bottom, and the only way exit is out into the ocean. And it even seems like even if that's the case, right? Just by glancing at this map, you have to eventually reach the middle part if you want to get fully out, or at least the coast. There's a lot of rivers, but there's a, like, this is, like, bad. At least if the top kingdom and the bottom kingdom were to join forces. If they were, you know, hypothetically. Hypothetically, of course. 10 years ago, when Libra was invaded, wow. 10 years ago, when Libra was invaded by the Ernbonus Empire, it was the use of the orbital power airships that saved the kingdom from defeat. Dead ass, dog. It's a prime example of this. Like, kingdoms getting caught in the middle, or like not even it is a kingdom. Like, just getting caught in the middle. If like if the top kingdom and the bottom kingdom decide to join forces, no matter how you put it, it's bad because you have to fight both sides. Of course, you're on your own land, you know your own land's layout, but still. Consequently, and see, even that, they said the only reason why they won the war 10 years ago is because of airships. Consequently, even now, our relationship with the Empire is somewhat sensitive. But thanks to the Queen's political finesse, Libya enjoys peace. Yeah, for now. It just sounds like this is just... Politics aside, this seems like a really, really interesting setup. Let's see. Since we got a amount of stuff to do today, I'll let you off the hook this time with a considerate review. I'm going to speed things up now and move on to practical portion of your training. Scara? How say practical training any different from the training we've done before? Since it's practical, that means you will be experiencing things firsthand. Therefore, I'm going to have the both of you run through everything as if it were a real bracer job. So what you're saying is, there won't be any studying at a desk involved? Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying. This time, you'll have to go out and make a physical effort to accomplish your task. I'll make sure to have you work up a sweat, so I hope you're ready. Yes, that's seriously just what the doctor ordered. I don't know what I was going to do if I had to sit another day with my tush parked in that desk. I guess I got all worried for nothing. Well, suddenly you're all bright and cheerful, Estella. Let's just hope that smile of yours face lasts until the end of today's training. Okay, let's get cracking on your first objective, shall we? Let's have at it. Your first objective will be to confirm the details of the job you will be performing. But before that, there's something that we need to give the both of you. Anna, are they ready? Yes, they are. Alright, you two. Go get one for each of yourselves. Is it the orbiter thing? These are very important, so make sure not to lose them. Our bracer notebook. Nice, never mind. Bracer notebooks serve as the official way to record the stats of your current job. Also, anything you may hear or anything that you may find and where, these kind of trivial things can often become clues. No matter how insignificant something may seem, always write it down. Understood. Crap, this sounds like it's gonna be a pain. Oh, I'm already liking Estella. I'm liking Joshua and Estella's like back and forth. I'm loving that so far. Please tell me it was my ears playing tricks on me because I swear I only got one response. I'm sure there was two. Keeping an accurate account of events is an important duty for all bracers. So get with the program and stop trying to make this out to be more than it really is, Estella. Okay, I got it. Make sure you do. Alright then, let's begin. Look over by the door. You can see that there's a bulletin board standing there. I was going to say there's two, but... First, I want you to go and check the job description posted there. When the bulletin board is approached, a exclamation point, mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display the jobs list. By selecting the jobs names on the list, you can view their details. Okay, nice. Training, trivial, term long. Client, Skarsard, pay 500 Mira, direct request. This training will involve searching the sewers beneath Roland and bringing back the contents of a chest. Oh, okay, so I just... Details of a job confirmed on the bulletin board and other important events will automatically record in the Bracer Notebook. Bracer Notebook can be found easily by pressing or clicking on the Books tab on the Items menu. It can also be assured by configuring a Bracer Book shortcut button on the configuration menu. I don't know if he does. I mean, it would make sense if he does because he was found out there somewhere in war. As far as I know, he hasn't implied any memory loss, but at the same time, his cutaway at the beginning is interesting because right as he was about to say his name, it cut to like the opening movie. So maybe Joshua isn't his real name. It's hard to say. I don't know yet. I guess we'll see very soon. It doesn't, as of right now, it doesn't feel like it is, but we'll see. It looks like you were able to see what was posted without any trouble. Checking the bulletin board is one of the most basic functions a bracer performs on their job. Checking regularly to see whether or not there are any urgent tasks which needs immediate attention is also an important duty for bracers. Yeah, so what was interesting, yeah, they were asking like Joshua what his name was in bed because everyone like Estella and her dad basically said, oh, you know, it's like polite if you introduce yourself. And then as he was about to answer, it cut away. So I'm assuming, right? I'm assuming here. Yeah, so Estella's dad found him on the way back. So I think it's very convenient that they cut away before he answered. They cut away to like the opening movie. Like the opening segment movie thing, whatever we call those things. And they cut away right as he was about to answer. So it makes you wonder if he actually does know who he is. Because maybe in that moment he answers like, oh, I don't know who I am. And they just gave him the name Joshua. In the hopes that maybe one day he'll remember who he was. And it is interesting too that Joshua is calling Estella dad as well. Which, you know, they seem to have been young kids. You know, clearly he was adopted by them, saved by them. But we'll see. See, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe it is his actual name. Maybe. We'll see. I'm very intrigued to see like where he found Joshua too. Maybe he'll remember where he was found, and we could actually get like. It must have been during the First War. It sounds like. Maybe, I don't know. It's kind of hard to gauge like what age these guys are. I mean, they're probably teens, but I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. And all this talk about duty is starting to cramp my style. Sure, there are a lot of rules to follow, but there is an equal level of responsibility in the jobs themselves. I think being a bracer calls for much more than just someone with a half-hearted attitude. I guess you're right. I'll just have to be more motivated. Is that so? I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. Had to change the part, have you? You betcha. But before all that motivation sneaks off somewhere, let's get to work on your next task. What we'll be doing this time? We'll be across the street to Mr. Milder's herbal factory and learning about how to use its services. He has graciously taken time out of his work schedule to explain things, so make sure to be on your best behavior. Okay. Oh sweet, we didn't even have to move. We got transported right here. Here is where you'll learn how to use the orbital factory services. At the orbital factory, you can modify your orbits and synthesize support quartz in order to use orbital arts. Yeah, they're most likely like 17. That's why I was like, they have to be like teenagers, dog. Like, we don't have any. Kind of sucks. JRPGs, we never get adults. Never get adult people, which sucks. Besides, it seems like Scripsalza, I gotta look up how to pronounce her name, but she looks like she's probably in, not even like she's probably like 19. Like, if we're being honest, at least by her character portfolio, she looks like that age. I do wish we got like older adults and like JRPGs as our main character, which Expedition 33, you know, it did. So another game that I'm looking forward to do down the road. Arts have a wide range of effects, and if mastered, can be extremely helpful. The Bracer's business is pretty risky occupation, so the guild has a long-standing relationship with those orbital factories. Anyway, this is about as much as I can explain. I'll leave the technical details to the expert. So, Mr. Milders, if you wouldn't mind taking over from here. No problem. Leave everything to me. So what is it that you would like to know about? Let's start at the top. Are mechanical devices which exhibit an array of effects through the installation of various types of quartz. By definition, that means that lights, airships, engines, and so on are also types of orbits. However, the ones we'll be discussing today are battle ornaments, which enhance the user's physical abilities and make it possible to use magic. Ooh, cool. Yeah, Orin being like considered 30 is like absolutely insane. They did not do his character. I mean, to be fair, to be completely fair, the man was probably under a lot of stress, so that's why he looked older than probably what he was like supposed to be. But like, still, him being 30 is like insane. They did not do him justice. Yeah, no, for real, he looked like he was like in his 50s, like 60s. And again, clearly he was under a lot of stress. He went through a lot of stressful shit, but like, still, I don't think even then like his design was they made him look older than what he actually was, which is insane. I feel bad, dog, for fucking Orin go through all that. They got him out here looking older. No reason. Poor man. Since each ornament is adjusted to match the owner's personal aptitude, the structures for these devices also differ for each owner. Simply put, the shape of the fixed elements with slots and lines which connect them vary. At any rate, that's the layman's explanation. In order to install quartz, you must first have an open slot. By default, the center slot is open, but the other slots must be opened at the orbital factory, like this. It'll take a fair amount of steph, too. EP, which is needed for magic, will also see a max increase according to the number of open slots. I recommend opening them as soon as possible. So what is it that you would like to know about? Interesting, so if we have to... Clearly there's a level system here, but I guess if we want to get actually more powerful, we have to open our slots in order to get better. Simply put, orbital arts are magic which can be discharged exclusively through the arts of battle ornaments. In other words, a number of peculiar effects can be produced by using the orbital energy stored within these mechanical devices. Wow. Since orbital arts can be a mouthful, they are almost universally referred to as arts. Probably out to have been called that from the get-go. There are several types of arts, but in order to be able to use them, the corresponding quartz must first be synthesized at an orbital factory. Orbaments are also set up so that once a particular quartz is installed into a slot, the owner will be able to use those arts.
The type of art that one can also change, depending on elemental value and the combination of installed quartz. Basically, if you want to use water arts, all you have to do is install quartz with a water element value. In reality, orbaments are much more complex than what I have described, but I think this information should suffice for now. So what would you like to know? I think this is like going to be a really in-depth battle system. this has to be like some really in-depth stuff. Quartz are circuits made from Steph. Quartz have a vast number of effects and raise the owner's abilities while simultaneously making it possible for them to use arts. However, you will not be able to harness any of these effects until quartz have been installed into a slot. However, there are also fixed slots in which only a certain type of element quartz can be installed. Do we have one? I gotta check this after we get done with this. This being the case, when you synthesize a new quartz, be sure to check your orbament and decide where you will be installing it ahead of time. Okay. Steph are fragments of Stephan, which are dropped by monsters. These are divided into 7 types: earth, brown, water, blue, fire, red, wind, green, time. Ooh, time! Time is black. That's interesting. Base, gold, and mirage, silver. Huh, so we have like basically the 4 elements, and then we have time, space, and mirage. I wonder what mirage, I guess. I mean, mirage is like a phase thing. So that's interesting though. We could get mirages too. Stuff can be exchanged for Mira almost anywhere, but at the orbital factory, it can be used to synthesize quartz and to open ornament slots in which to install the synthesized quartz. So what is it that you would like? Oh, okay. So yeah, see, I feel like this is going to have a really in-depth battle system. It looks like Looks like Mr. Milders has answered all your questions. If there's nothing else, then let's leave you both to try and use the services here. For that, you're going to need some Stephan. Ooh, receive Stephan of each type of element. Nice. Of that amount, you should be able to synthesize a few quartz. I want you to begin the first making an elemental quartz that will work with each of your particular ornaments. In your case, Estella, any element quartz is okay, but for you, Joshua, it has to be a time element quartz. Interesting. Normally at a shop, you would be able to exchange Stephan for Mira, but for this training, you will not be able to use the service. Aw. Upon approaching the counter, a talk mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display a list of options. Select Modify or Trade to use the orbital factory services. The other factors give Freddy a holler over there. Oh, okay. Hey, Freddy. Slot? Oh, we want to get quartz. Wait, okay, hold on. So it caught. Okay, we can't have that. That's what I thought. Okay, so can't we do this? So time is okay. So any of these work. Okay, I see what this is trying to do. Okay. Defense is 5%. Max HP is 5. Ooh, agility. Let's do evade. And then we have the time thing, which is speed for Joshua. So can I... So how do I attach it? My orbital thing? Oh, okay. So this is how we do this. So airstrike. Agility goes up 10. Joshua. Cloak up and soul blur. That's kind of cool. They come with like their own attributes too. That's interesting. Okay. Alright, it looks like you're able to synthesize one. Next, I want you to increase the arts you can use. Now install quartz into your ornament so that you can use both recovery and attack arts. Quartz can be installed in the Orbiment screen. The Orbiment screen can be utilized by selecting Orbiment tab in the main menu. Didn't I already kind of like do this? Right? Didn't I do this? Isn't that technically what I did? Install the quartz into your ornaments. You can figure out how by looking at the arts and quartz chart in the Bracer notebook in order to figure out which quartz you need to install. Oh, wait. Whoops. These controls are so different than the normal controls. I'm still trying to figure this out. Okay, so the Orbiment. Okay, hold on. No. Where is our bracer? Is this our bracer thing? I think this is our bracer thing. Yeah, this has to be the bracer thing. So if we were to... Never mind. Okay. Rewind this again. Now install a quartz into your Orbiment so that you can use both recovery and attack arts. Look at your ornaments and make sure the recovery and attack arts are divided up between them. You can figure this out by looking at the arts and quartz charts in your Bracer notebook in order to figure out which quartz you need to install. Okay, but... So am I supposed to, like, for example, Joshua has both of them. He's got cloak up and attack. It's Stella that doesn't have... She doesn't have a recovery one. So... How do I know which ones to... I guess we could just take all of these and see. Okay, bet. I mean, if you can't find it, it's fine. I can probably try and find it myself if you can't find it. So thank you for letting me know. I'll look into it and see what I can find about it. But I appreciate that. I really do. Thank you. Thank you. It makes it fun because, like, that scene, the one scene that you said, I was laughing so hard about it because I was like thinking to myself, like, the scene already sounded funny. It already played out funny. So seeing it like animated and stuff just made it so much more hilarious. It made it so much funnier because I was just like, oh man. Oh, no worries, man. No worries. You giving me the episode details is perfect enough. I can like go on to, you know, legally obtaining these episodes and for the right justifications and finding it. So I appreciate it. So don't worry about it. And plus, also, I think my brother has like Crunchyroll. I'll just ask him for his account and I'll look into it. Excuse me, I'll look into it. I'll make it easier. I'll just hijack his account for him. I'll just take his account and pull it up. If you brace your arts out between each other, like you've done here, it should make dealing with monsters much easier. Additionally, your bracer notebooks contain information about which quartz allow you to use which arts. If you like to use more powerful arts, check out the arts and quartz charts in your bracer notebook and find something that works for you. Alright, our training here is almost finished. Last of all, I'm going to have one of you open a new slot in your ornaments. The more slots you have available to you, the broader range of choices you have. Since EP, which is consumed by using arts, can have its max value increased by opening up slots, it would be a good idea to open them all early on. Now I want you to use the Stefan and open a slot on each of your ornaments. Go ahead and decide which slot you're going to open. Ooh, okay, sweet. So, but yeah, legally pirating One Piece, you know. Legally, of course. Everything we do here is legal. I guess the best one. I don't want to open Joshua because he can only. It fits perfectly since it's One Piece. It fits absolutely perfectly. It absolutely does because it's just like, well, I really don't know. It's such a weird word to like use, where it confuses the hell out of me. Like some of them, I'm like, what? What? I'm like, wait, don't do that. Don't do that. Basically, pirateering. I think that's how you pirateering. I think that's how it's written too. I think I can be completely wrong. However, the word is pronounced and used, that's the word we're gonna go with. I see you've managed to open one of your ornament slots, Estella. Since your central slot is not limited to a particular element, you are free to install any type of quartz you like. But then that means Joshua is limited to time quartz, right? I think it was time. This concludes your training here at the Orbital Factory. Now it's time to move on to what you've both been waiting for, the qualification test. Pardon? Did you just say test? You can't honestly tell me that you forgot about the test again, can you? Didn't I remind you just this morning? Now that you mention it, I vaguely remember some sort of talk along those lines at the breakfast table. Sometimes I fear for the future of the Bracer Guild and humanity. Welcome to the club, dog, cause holy fuck. Oh well, no sense in worrying about that now. Let's over to the testing area. You mean like, now? I don't even know if I'm ready for it. How about a little less yapping and a little more walking? Aww. Joshua, help me. Mr. Milders, Freddy, thank you for all your help. Don't mention it. Good luck with that test of yours. We'll be rooting for you. I'm going to remember that you left me high and dry like this, Joshua. Your training has finally come down to this. Your qualification test will begin here. I expect to see you both use what you've learned up to this point. Understood. Ah. What's wrong, Estella? Serena. What now? I was kind of wondering, but is there not going to be a paper test or something? Did Casas drop you on your head as a child or something? You just read what it said on the bulletin board not that long ago, right? Yeah, and I even made you jot down what you read in your bracer notebooks, unless you forgot that too. I'm pretty sure the job listing mentioned searching for and retrieving an item from the sewers. Ringing any bells? Ah, your relief. I love this. Oh, divine adios. Give thanks to thee, for thee infinite grace is bestowed upon us such a wonderful gifts at sewers. So what you're really saying is that you thought it was a paper test. No wonder you were acting all crazy back at the Orbital Factory. I can already feel the nostalgia. All those horrible days stuck in classroom are starting to feel like a grand memory indeed. I'm really starting to wonder if we'll ever be able to graduate at all. What's wrong with you? Why do you have to go and say something like that when I'm trying to reinmit whatever about positive things? Reminisce. Alright, that's enough jabbering, you two. This is supposed to be a test. Okay, I accidentally hit A, my bad. Just so you know, though. Okay, why? Whoa. Stop. Why is it doing that? Why did it cut that? Just tell us what you want us to do and let us loose. I don't know why it was doing that. Is anything touching my keyboard? No? Okay, I don't know why it was doing that. Well, if you're so confident, then how about proving that you're just blowing hot air with the results of your test? Anyway, as you both saw on the bulletin board, this test will be a search conducted in the Roland sewers. Your objective is to retrieve the contents of a chest which has been placed somewhere within that area. The layout of the sewers is extremely simple, so you don't need to worry about getting lost either. However, There are real living, breathing monsters down there. So if you get careless and let your guard down, you will be sorry. Also, let me give you this before I forget. Tear Bomb. 3. Monster Guild. Guide. Why did I say guild? What's the book for? It's called a monster guide, and it's used to record information about the monsters and other opponents you meet. Whenever you figure it out an enemy's attributes, you should make an immediate note of it in there. Sounds pretty straightforward to me. He who controls the flow of the information controls the tide of battle, right? That's exactly what I'm saying. You really got a good head on your shoulders, Joshua. That's some pretty useful advice. Thanks for the tips, Sarah. We'll put it to good use. Alrighty then, let's get pumped and knock out this test. Let's. Don't forget though, this is an exam. We should make sure we treat it as such. Ooh, okay. I can't change the camera angle. There appears to be a recovery point set up over there. Let's use it for our HP and MP become low before engaging any further battles. Government charging stations are recovery points set up in dangerous areas. As a recovery point is approached, a exclamation mark will appear, and 2 choices will be displayed. By pressing the OK button, by selecting the rest option, all HP and MP will be restored. Nice, nice, nice. Sounds like a plan to me. Rest. Can I only use this once per dungeon, I wonder? I hope not. No, okay, we can still use it. Hey there, little guy. How are you? Monster at 12 o'clock. Be careful, not let him take advantage of your blind side. Got it. Monsters cannot be seen from far away. They will become visible as you approach them. The conditions at the start of battle will change depending on how a monster is engaged. Engaging an enemy from behind is an advantage, while being attacked by an enemy from behind is a disadvantage. Interesting. So it's kind of like flanking and stuff like that. Hint. Battle order bar indicates who attacks first. It starts from the top and moves down. Ooh, okay, wait, can I only attack an enemy? You may also use it to move if you're using a mouse click. Okay. The highlighted area indicates the distance a character can move. Selecting a target in this area will move the character to attack. When an enemy is out of reach, a whatever we want to call that icon will appear on your cursor. Selecting an out of range target will move the character as close to it as possible, but no attack will be performed. Okay, so if I hypothetically said, like, okay, so we can't attack him, of course, but this, we can move here. Okay, it's not bad. Okay, then yeah, let's get rid of this guy first. Come on, little guy, come get this ass whooping. Still can't attack you, so we can move. Let's move like... no, this should be fine. Joshua does have really good speed, so that's really good. It's like a battle board of sorts. I think Joshua, you can attack. Yeah, you can. I think what I'm going to need to do in the future, though, like this is the tutorial, of course, but I think in the future, I'm purposely going to have to move into certain areas. I feel like they're going to have certain battles. Not certain battles, but certain attacks that could like damage certain areas and stuff like that. I feel like we're going to have to like tactical with it. Hey, I agree. This music so far, banger. Absolute banger so far. Oh, bugs, flies, butterflies, maybe. Here comes some more. Depending on the enemy, some physical attacks may be ineffective. Let's use arts, not physical attacks. Okay. Arts are effective on enemies that are good at avoiding physical attacks. Arts also make long-range attacks possible, but they require time to cast. EP is consumed when arts are used. EP can be recovered by resting at inns, hotels, or using charging stations and other items like an EP charge. Okay. Excuse me. Hint, arts. Hearts are effective against foes which are difficult to hit with a weapon, or those on which attacks have little effect on. I don't remember if he has purpose. I don't know. I don't remember personally him saying if it has. I wouldn't be surprised. If I'm honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if it did, but I don't remember if that specifically is what's like what helped him like get his creative ideas out there. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Ava. I really wouldn't, because there's a lot of like, you can pinpoint a lot of themes and similarities between the Nier series and Ava itself. I don't know if I would say it's a retelling. I don't think it's a retelling. Nier has this very complex story. Some of it I haven't like touched upon because I haven't played the games yet. I would say that Nier's its own thing. It's definitely its own thing. It has its own like storyline to it. It is kind of complex. From just like the 2 games I played, it's very deep with its lore of how they are like intertwined with one another. However, I could see why he would be influenced by Ava itself. I could definitely see that being a possibility. I wouldn't be surprised. To put it lightly, to put it like that, I really wouldn't be surprised if he said like Ava was a very critical part. I do know that he like Yoko Taro's like favorite games. I do remember seeing this. His favorite games are like those 8, I don't know what the names are called, but they're like 8-bit like space shooters where like, I don't know how to describe them. They were like spaceships, you're at the bottom and you just shoot what's ahead of you and like destroy enemy spaceships. I do know like he said like those are like his favorite games of all time. Like that's like basically almost the only games he really plays. But I mean, like, I wouldn't say it's super exaggeration. There are similarities. I will say that you can like, it's one of those things where like you can see some implications from Ava itself. Like the mecha stuff. The mecha stuff you could probably point to Ava. Because to be honest with you, when we eventually replay it here, you could like pinpoint Ava with the mecha stuff. Most definitely. I could definitely see those connections. However, when it comes to the story though, for me personally, I just don't see it. There's like, I don't know how to put it without it like sounding kind of bad, but, and I don't mean this to come off bad, but it's just like, I feel like Ava has like a start point and an end point, whereas Nier has this very intricate story that not only like has been redefined with Automata and Nier Replicant again, but it dates back to like Yoko Taro's like previous games too in the Dragon Guard series. Like there's a lot of like story elements that are like linked to that, and like it's been a huge like branching theory that like the Nier games are easily connected. There's dialogue and there is like, I don't know if I would say lore, but there's like placements of certain things that like you can line up with each other to match. Whereas the Dragon Guard series, it's heavily implied that it took place decades before the Nier series takes place. Even though it's kind of hard to prove it, there's a lot of like little elements, little subtle elements that I think the Dragon Guard series took place decades earlier before the Nier series. Lore-wise, at least. And that's why when that big conspiracy theory, or like, it's now proven fake, but when that big fake near thing to happen in Near Automata came out, like I think a year ago or something like that, I and like much of the fandom freaked out because it wouldn't be crazy for that stuff to happen in the Near Automata series. Yeah, see, he has like, he's so insane. The funniest thing is, I don't know, I'm gonna be wrong about this because I don't remember the exact date. When so the Nier Automata series has multiple endings, basically from A to Z. That you get endings A, B, C. I think A to E. There really is. He's the way. If even when you listen to his like interviews, he talks like a madman. He really does, and it's funny because when the game came out, we have endings A to Z for Nier Automata. A's A to Z. A to E is like the story endings you can get by just like beating the game, replaying, beating the game, so on and so forth. But other endings you could get in the game, like you could get from just, I think, like certain dialogue choices. If you were to die in a certain area and stuff like that, you would get like ending T if you died like in the desert or something. You could get letter Z if you died in the forest, so on and so forth. For like 3 to 4 years, there was an ending no one could get. And Yoko Taro finally came out and just said, hey, it's actually in the beginning area where you can get this. And like, it took people like, I think another year after that to figure out how to get that ending. And it was the simplest thing. You had to die on a certain crate to get the ending. I think. And again, I could be very wrong about this time thing because it's been years since it's been discussed, but it's actually kind of hilarious of like how this game is like, that's why his verse, like his games are always so interesting. They are very interesting. I know, like, the thing of it is the Dragon Guard series, like his original series, the Dragon Guard trilogy, I think it was, did horrible, like I think review wise and I think sales wise, but everyone who's ever played it from a critical aspect, but everyone who's ever played it has only talked about how good it is, and then they're like, I don't understand why critically people were like harsh about it. And I guess he got like one last shot with the Nier series, and then ever since then he's like taken off with it. So I'm happy for him. He's getting to do his own gaming series that he's enjoyed, but in the way that he wants to tell it. So I'm happy for him. I'm glad. We did this. Oh, why did my mouse just move all the way here? It takes time before arts can be cast. Also, EP is consumed when arts are cast. All arts have an element, determining the element most effective against your foe, and use it. Okay, so Stella, you have Airstrike. I would assume Airstrike would be good against this. Oh, it tells us, so it doesn't matter. Stella can use anything. Speed of the flow of time. Interesting. So that only has the basic elements on it, though. So I wonder how that's gonna play out. Nice. Oh, we got a chest. I'm very curious about how time is played out then. Got crisp onion too. We got a crisp onion. Nice. Oh, nice, buddy. We can flank him. Estella, let's try using crafts this time around. Since crafts have other effects besides just dealing out damage, they're worth a shot. Roger that. Crafts have range limits, but can utilize instantly. CP is gained by dealing out or receiving damage during battle. I mean, I could see it though. Like I feel like even if it's not like on the same page, I love like those aspects of it because I think it's just fun. I think it adds like that extra layer of like just funny quirkiness that just like adds to the layer of storytelling and just makes it still keeps you on your toes to like see if you notice things too personally. So like even though if you like I would consider them on the same page, like the same level, just because like I think it's a way to keep people engaged with the series but also like look a little deeper, if that makes sense. Which only deal out damage but also have a broad range of effects using crafts, customization, CP. I hate the word CP for so many reasons. Is gradually gained by dealing out or receiving damage in battle. Okay. So I bet you though, as soon as he said that though, people immediately started like looking because like I think especially with like at least with Oda, like with the way with the story's being done, right? Wait, that does a lot of damage. Like I feel like for Oda's case, he could like with how he's built his story, if you told somebody, hey, you guys are missing like integral parts of this story, like the little details, excuse me, people would go back instantly to look and see because just the way he has hidden like small details so far. Surviving bomb, whatever we call this. I would be intrigued to go look for it just in case. Oh, what a surprise, another creepy thing. I wish there were an easier way to take care of them. Unblow using an S-craft or S-break should do the trick for just about any enemy. Catch is, our CP has to be at least 100 to pull out one of those moves. But that's what makes it fun, is like, he adds those integral parts, and that's the funny thing about it. S-breaks are actions which allow S-craft to be immediately unleashed while ignoring battle. Oh, that's horrible. I feel bad for artists like that. And you know what's kind of funny is that I saw a video, I think earlier today or yesterday evening. I think it was yesterday evening. It had to be yesterday evening. Where like a person was like talking about like just like trying to appreciate manga more and like it was talking about manga and comics. And they were talking about like how they wish, I don't think wish is the right word, that he believed that people should take more time and like consideration when they look at people's manga and comics, just because there's a lot of work that goes behind it. And like when those artists stop, it's sad, right? Like you can, like with Oda, we've seen artists all over the place, just age catches up quick. And it's kind of sad when, you know, it gets caught up the way it does. It's sad to see them not be able to clearly do the things that they love. And you can tell that they love it, right? Like, we can tell Oda loves One Piece. And it's kind of sad when they start telling us, like, hey, I'm, like, starting to get sicker and stuff like that. See, that's what sucks, too. It's just like, man, it's just... we need to appreciate them while they're here, and doing their work. And I think a lot of people, like, get pissy when like they don't get their chapter a week or something like that, and it's so annoying. It really is, because it's like, dog, come on now. Like, these poor people have done insane amount of work for us. They give us what we want. A little break here and there isn't going to kill you. Oh, sweet. So it ignores the battle order, which will be used as S-breaks can be changed by going to tactics and then S-break within the main menu. Press the break button to unleash an S-break. S-break cannot be unleashed under the blank condition. Now press the break button and try unleashing an S-break. If you're using a keyboard, you may use the numbers, the 1 to 4 number keys. Or the arrow keys is selected before unleashing it. Well, that doesn't help me because I don't know what this S break is for. What is the S break? Oh, it's A. Okay. Hummel.
Here I come.
That's so cool. That is so cool. I wonder what other ones we could get then. Okay, so like let's say Joshua. I'm like hitting it, but it's not doing anything. It says it ignores the battle order, but where? Oh, this is our S break. A feeding assassin's attack. Interesting. That is interesting. His eyes also like died out there a bit too. That's not died out, but they dimmed.
Piece of cake.
So that's interesting. Okay, let's go see if I can heal again. Forgot that we can actually go fast. We can speed this up. Not like speed it up, but like go faster in these dungeons. Oh, we did that chest. Is there anything over here? There's a door. This door is frosted and appears to be locked. Okay, we can't do that. See that chest, but let's see if there's anything down here. We can't change cameras. So that's the treasure chest we're after, huh? If we made it this far, the rest is going to be a piece of cake. Seems like we got a little breathing room at least. Let's pay close attention to our battle order this time. There should be a number of ways to get more mileage out of our actions. During battle, there are several bonuses which can be alluded to turns. Turn-based bonuses have the same effect regardless of whether they are loaded to an ally or a foe. Using S breaks to ignore the battle order makes it easier to jump in and strip an enemy of their turn bonus. Interesting. Oh, we already have like if a bonus icon appears next to a character icon, they may receive that bonus. Heal HP stuff up. So it indicates the effects of each icon. Interesting. Oh, this could be interesting. I'm gonna do airstrike on you to get rid of your bonus. Joshua, we're gonna have you start attacking. Oh shoot, Estella got like, she's far. I thought she would like appear quicker. Oh god, this is bad. Okay, he missed. He sucks. Oh god, they're going after Estella because of her abilities. Okay, that's perfect. One of them's dead. Damn. Why is it like not letting me pick this one random dude? Okay, so you're at. Fuck. Okay, we're gonna have to. If I were to hit. No, that's that one. That's far. Stella. Okay. We're just gonna deal with this guy. He's got that bonus. I'm not letting him live. That's fine. You can get that like nice little power up, buddy, all you want. You're just gonna heal. I might as well just do this then. Airstrike on you. That's fine. Joshua can handle that. Joshua, just take it like a champ, buddy. Just take it like a champ. No, you know what? We both can fight him. Oh, okay, never mind. I guess not. Do this. And you're gonna... Sorry, buddy. You're dead. And then I was gonna say maybe I have an S break, but I don't have an S break. Okay, so now we gotta move. Put these guys in like decent areas. Low key, Stella, you might be able to just. You might be able to just do this. Just like spam our arts from like this area. Oh, we got a heal, which is great. Oh yeah, we got your ass. I hope. There we go. Okay, perfect. Not bad, not bad.
We're good to go.
Nice. Crisp onion, juicy bone. We did all that, we still didn't get a level up, which is crazy. Small box, times 2. Huh, that's weird. There's a couple boxes inside, treasure chests. The fact that there's not just one, but 2 is kind of interesting too. Wonder what's inside. Remember, Estella, our mission is to search and retrieve only. I'm pretty sure looking inside these boxes doesn't fall under our mission objective. You're no fun at all, Joshua. This has nothing to do with our mission. It's what I like to call good, honest curiosity. You know, we're the only ones down here. We can get away with a teensy-weensy peek, right? Joshua. If you feel like flunking today's test, then by all means be my guest. Did you just say the F word? Yep, opening one of those boxes could result in an automatic fail for the both of us. If this were a real job, the contents of those boxes would belong to the client. And as long as they were nothing illegal, we would have no right to open them. I know you're right, Joshua, but I just can't help myself. If you absolutely have to know what's inside, why not ask Miss Serza when we get back? But for now, we need to focus on getting out of here. Alright, alright. Zero. Speed through this. Zero. Zero. Let's rest up. Get our HP back. Nice. And then let's head on up. Good work, you two. As rule training, I'm going to confirm the items in your possession. Yep, they're the real deal. Alright. I don't see any evidence of tampering either. That was a close one. I figured she would try and set us up like that. Congratulations to the both of you. You have successfully passed your qualification test. You didn't really think something that simple would be a problem for us, did you? So, Serza, what's in those boxes you had us get? That's for me to know and you to find out after your training is finished. That's enough chit-chat for now, so let's get back to work. You two still have some things left to do. Seriously? But didn't you just say that we passed the test? You still have to learn about how to report the results of your work. I'm aware that you both tried, but this is no time to shrink your duties. Let's get back to the guild. When is the day going to be over? Oh well, no sense in giving up when the finish line is in sight. Agreed. It seems like we're within reaching distance of our own. Your final training is how to report to the guild. Whether you finish a job, it is your duty to report the results of your work to the guild. Reporting how you resolved the situation and the steps you took to get there are all part of your job as a bracer. You can report your results to the front desk in each guild's branch, and as you already know by now, Aina is in charge here at the Roland branch. In addition, this is where you will be paid for your work. I look forward to seeing great things from the both of you. Now that we're here, why don't you both go ahead and report the results of today's training? Upon approaching the counter, a talk mark will appear. Pressing the OK button will display a list of options. Select Report to report to the guild. Report. Receive payment for retrieval. BP. What's BP? Current rank Junior Bracer, 9th class. Good job, you two. Seems like you were able to complete your objective, within running into many major problems. Another thing, to take note of, is that depending on how you handle a job, You may see an increase or decrease in the amount of pay you receive. When you report the results of your work to the guild, pay in the form of Mira isn't the only thing you will retrieve. You will also accumulate points, which is known as BP bracer points. Okay. BP are an indication of your achievement as a bracer. When these points exceed a certain value, you would advance a rank as a bracer and be awarded with a piece of special equipment by the guild. I wonder if this is like across all the guilds or just this particular guild. I'm assuming across all guilds. Like each guild we're right now we're ranked as 9, and as we level up not only in the guild that we're in currently at, but also the other guilds across the country, I think. The ranks of junior bracer start at 9 and go all the way up to 1. Please set your sights on making first rank and work hard. The amount of Mira and BP you receive will also be recorded in your bracer notebooks, so please have a look sometime later on. All that's left to do now is finalize your training. Let's head back upstairs, shall we? I'll talk to you later, Anna. I'm sorry about putting more work on your plate today than usual. Don't worry about it. Training new bracers is important for the future of the guild. I really intend to work these two to the bone in any case. To the bone? And knowing Sierra will involve the whip. The whip? Let me say it again. Good work, you two. You have now officially completed the entirety training course. From now on, you will be learning from your own real experiences. Well then, holds out the 2 small boxes. Aren't these boxes the ones? In answer to your question, yes, these are the boxes you retrieved during today's test. You seemed awfully curious to find out what's inside, Estella. Are you saying that it's okay if we open them? That's right. Why don't the both of you have a look and see what's inside? Sweet. Alright, let's have a look. Estella and Joshua open the boxes. What is Retrieve Junior Bracer emblem? The crest. Does this mean that we're... Esther Bright, Joshua Bright. Beginning this day, at the 15th hours, you are both hereby appointed as junior bracers within the Bracer Guild. From here on, you will work as members of the Bracer Guild to support the livelihood of those around you, defend peace, and uphold justice. Congratulations, you two, and welcome into the fold. Aww, yay! Did you hear that, Joshua? We've become members of the Bracer Guild. So I'm a bracer now, huh? I think that realization has only now just begun to sink in. Come on, Joshua. You should be jumping for joy or running around and screaming at the top of your lungs like this. Look at us now, world. We did it. I was happy until you made my eardrums bleed. Hate to interrupt the celebrations, Estella, but I need to take off now. I have some backed up work that needs my immediate attention. We understand. You have been spending a lot of extra hours working with us during this busy time with the guild. Before you head out, Sarah, I just wanted to say thanks. Likewise, I appreciate all the trouble you've gone through for us, Sarah. Don't mention it. Training new recruits is one of the branch's main duties. Bracer's main duties. Believe it or not, I was once in your shoes a long time ago when your father, Cassus, trained me. So that's why you have so much respect for my dad, huh? There is actually more to it than that, but I'll save that conversation for another day. As for the both of you, work hard to become full-fledged bracers early on so you can help guide those new recruits who come after yourselves. And in time, hope to see you both become respectable bracers like your father. Anyway, I'll leave you with that thought. She's so sweet. I love her already. I love them all already. They're all so cool. I just don't get it. Get what? This is Skansa, aka the Silver Streak. One of the most skilled young bracers we're talking about. So why is it that she holds Dad in such high esteem? He just seems like nothing more than a no-good middle-aged man who's always out doing who knows what instead of being a father. A no good middle-aged man, huh? From your viewpoint, it doesn't come as a surprise that you would see him in that fashion. Huh? Never mind. Let's hurry and head home. We should let Dad know that we qualified as a junior bracers. Right. Sweet. We got one. Can we go in here? Ooh, what is here? Oh, this is just a rooftop. That's cool. There's nothing up here though. Maybe there will be later. I don't know. Can I look at anything? No. Can I do this? Aw, congratulations. You two are now official members of the Bracer Guild. From now on, I'm going to be passing jobs out to you like candy. Bring it on, is all I have to say. I look forward to working with the guild. Nice. Hi there, Estella and Joshua. Oh, hi, Ridge. Looks like your training's over, isn't it? I'm humbled to know that you two are the youngest ever to pass the Bracer exam. I look forward to working with you in the same capacity. Ourselves as well. I have to get back to work now, but if there's something you don't understand, give me a holler. Nah, there are no current jobs. Okay, we gotta go to the general store now. Oh, hey there, little guy. Luke, hurry up and come on. Please wait for me, Luke. Pat. Huh? Oh, it's you two. Oh, great. It's Estella. Hey there, Joshua. Okay, you little twerp. What's that? Oh, great. It's Estella remark. And what's the big hurry? How about telling us where you're heading? You're not thinking about wandering out town alone, are you? Excuse me. Ooh. The roads are filled with monsters. I hope you know. You're such a pest, Estella. Don't you know? There's no room for girls to be sticking their big fat noses in boys' business. Quit acting like you're a bracer you want to be. Tis tis. How wrong you are, Luke. How incredibly wrong. You're more wrong than a fool who thinks they're better tasting milk in Libria than the milk that comes from the Prezel farm. What? No. No way. You're full of it, Estella. In fact, of just a few minutes ago, who qualified to be real bracers? Are you hearing what I'm saying? Real bracers. More like bracers in training, really. Don't think you should be getting on a high horse just yet, Estella. Now, a high pony, on the other hand, quit being a killjoy. Wow, you two are great. I'm so happy for the both of you. Oh, Pat, you're such a good little boy. Unlike that smart aleck and encrypted cynic brat you call a friend. This isn't fair. I was supposed to be a bracer first. I can accept that Joshua became a bracer before me, but getting passed by the likes of Estella? What's the like of Estella supposed to mean? Just so you know, you can't even be a bracer until you're 16 years old. Get it? Only mature people allowed. Okay, Estella. I do too. I'm enjoying like the little animations that they do and stuff like that. It's so cute. It adds like a little, it's the fun dynamics of it. it's it's a very specific example, but it's good. It's a good example. That means no little kids who are still going to Sunday school. I don't know how I should put this, Estella, but Sunday school is dying to have you back. You better watch out, Estella. I'm going to train at my secret base, and before you know it, I'm going to be a bracer too. Come on, Pat, let's go. Alright, I'm coming. See you later, Estella. Bye, Joshua. These poor little guys. That boy, Luke. He's always trying to pick a fight with me. I wonder if he just plain hates me or something. Well, I think it's the exact opposite. Yeah, I think he's got a crush on you. What do you mean by that? Don't worry about it. It's just a boy thing. Any rate, what do you think Luke meant when he said secret base? I don't know why, but somehow it makes me a bit curious. I know exactly what you mean. Secret base sounds really intriguing. The pure heart of a young child can be so inspiring at times. That's not really what I meant by curious. Oh, Estella, never change. Can I get my newspaper? Hi there, Estella and Joshua. How can I help you? Did you manage to become bracers? You bet we did. Maybe I should have you start calling me Hyper Bracer Estella from now on. By the way, Mr. Ryan, did the news come in? Yeah, it came in a little afternoon. Don't brush me off like that, you two. Oh, whatever. I'll take one copy then. It comes out to 100 mira, please. I know my dad always buys a copy of this magazine. Does it really sell that well? It sure does. The Liberal News has an excellent report and camerawoman who has done a great job reporting the latest and most reliable news. They even supposed to have a running story related to Queen Alicia's birthday celebration. One more thing before you go, this gift is my way of saying congratulations. It's a free sample item I received from my shipment of goods, but don't hold the free part against me. Recipe book. What's this supposed to be? There's a ton of blank pages. It's a recipe book, isn't it? You got it. When you get hurt fighting, if you just limit yourself to healing bombs all the time, it's going to cut pretty deep into your wallets. This is where a recipe book comes into play. If you eat food to recover your strength instead, it's basically free. Assuming you have all the ingredients, anyway. So if you eat something new, write down what's in it, and you'll have lots of recipes in no time. So how about we try this out? Go ahead and eat this cookie, Estella. Maple cookie. Well, I have made it a personal rule to never turn down sweets, and I just dropped my controller. There we go. Oh, did it, disconnect? No! Don't disconnect. There we go. Oh, whoops. Okay. Learned maple cookie. Basically, all you have to do is eat the food to learn the recipe. It's as simple as that. As you're traveling about, you should eat whatever food you come across that you haven't had an opportunity to try before. Well, that sounds pretty convenient. Not that I don't like cooking and all, it's just that I never seem to get any better. I'm sure to love to be able to increase my repertoire and really shock my dad's taste buds for once in my life. That's the spirit. And in passing, if you're in need of any ingredients, I'll be delighted to serve your cooking needs. You really know how to solidate your customers, Mr. Ryan. Thank you for the recipe book. Put it to good use. Eating the recommended dishes at restaurants or using the to-go meals adds the recipe to the recipe book. By selecting the recipe book, unlearned recipes will be displayed. As long as necessary ingredients are available, the food can be made. There are two types of food: sit-down meals, which must be eaten on the spot, and to-go meals, which can be carried as items. Sit-down meals cannot be carried as items. Ingredients used for cooking can be brought at store or acquired from monsters. Ooh, okay, cool. So we're not just stuck with one particular thing, which is cool. Estella, Joshua, I'm glad I found you two. Oh, hi, Anna. Something wrong? You seem to be quite in a hurry. We've got a bit of a problem. Is your father at home today? Yes, he is. He said something about having to sort out a bunch of documents. But what's going on? You know Luke and Pat, right? Sure we do. In fact, we saw them not long ago. What's wrong? Are they in some sort of trouble? I don't know how to say this, but I just heard from Uni and Luke and Pat. I just heard from Uni that Luke and Pat ran off to the tower that lies on the northern outskirts of Roland. You mean the Tower of Esmeralda? Whoa, that was a different word. Isn't that place supposed to be breeding grounds for monsters? That's what they say. Unfortunately, at the moment, Skarzard is out on another bracer business, so I want to ask your father to bring the boys back home safely. What are you talking about? There's no time for that. Joshua and I will go after them and bring them back. I don't know if that's such a good idea. The two of you only just qualified to be junior bracers today. With all due respect, I believe that Estella's judgment is correct in the situation. If the two of us hurry, we may even be able to catch up with the boys before they reach the tower. I understand. I will take responsibility for whatever happens. As an emergency request from the Bracer Guild, I ask that you lose no time in bringing about the safe return of these children. Roger, Dad. Understood. The smallest tower can be reached by taking the western part of the junction along the Mongol Trail. You can get on the Mongol Trail through the rolling northwest gate. Okay. I'll be on standby at the guild, so if you run into any trouble, you know where to find me. This is our first real job. Come on, Joshua. We don't have any time to lose. I'm right behind you. So northwest, so I guess we just head out over here. This way? This is the small exit next to the landing port. I know already. Wait. Oh, whoops. My bad. Didn't mean to get on. Open your door. Oh, okay. So this is where it is. I think. Say, she's got the fascinating charm that people in Libra don't have. Alan's off in his little world again. I've actually gone drinking with Sketches before. But strange thing is, I have absolutely no memory of that time. Maybe I should try and ask her out again. Interesting. Wait, can I exit this way? No, you can't. Oh, but there's a page here. It said northwest, right? So it should be... Unless I'm looking at this map wrong. It shouldn't definitely... Heir's residence. Maybe it's... Wait, what are you... Joshua? Northwest gate. That's the smaller exit next to the landing port. Smaller exit next to the landing port. So it should be like this one over here. Yep. There, okay. I knew I wasn't going crazy. I was like, I'm on the right path. Just didn't know where. Yeah, deadass, like we can like change up like this, like just regular like this, and then just speed it up just to like go all the way around and do some crazy things. It does make traveling a lot easier, especially if we're just trying to get from point A to point B. It does make that job a little bit more easier. It's forcing. Oh, okay, it's trying to figure out how to do power. That's not good. And I can't do nothing about that right now. It does make it a lot quicker. Hopefully making our job a lot quicker to get everything. Of course, I didn't hit for 60. Of course I didn't hit for 60, because why would I? Why would I need to hit for the amount that I needed to hit for? Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. We're fine. We're fine. Estella does have the healing techniques on her, so we could do that. We could heal, but... Is anything in these rocks? No. Let's make this like a little bit faster. I'm just trying to like... Oh, see, like, look at this. I would have missed this boss. There is... Okay, hold on. But it uses EP. Let's just go up here. And then Estella, I'm actually going to... Damn! What the fuck? Can I... I was gonna see if I could, like, heal... Can I heal you from here? Oh, Tyr has, like, an not automatic, but it has, like... A thing... Like, they basically don't... I don't have to wait. Basically. Which is good to know.
Let's move out.
It's good to keep track of that and see. I'm assuming if we get to 100, we get our level up? I think. Take care of you. I don't know why I can't trigger... Okay, so I have to hit it and then do that. Okay. And you can't exit out of that. Okay. Interesting. So I have to like tap. Okay, so it makes sense now why I couldn't figure out how to trigger it before. Ooh, strength up. Don't know how much it's gonna help me. But... Oh my god, they're fucking... Stop messing with my boy Joshua. I know we're not gonna let you get that attack off, please. Good shit, Joshua. Oh, and Joshua gets a nice little bonus heal, too. Never mind, he won't get that bonus heal.
Piece of cake.
Hell yeah. Level up, 100? Okay, I guess not. I don't know where we level up at. Or how we get level ups. Let's see here. Let's just move. It's gonna hurt. These guys pack a fucking punch, dog. These motherfuckers actually like hit. Oh, he missed. As soon as I say that. Wow. Okay. It's just my luck. You know, what can I say? Bring that good juju. I got that good juju with me. Oh, what happened? Oh, wait, didn't they, I think I saw it. Didn't they announce that, fuck, what was it? They announced that it's basically getting a movie, but it's adapting, like, everything, I guess? I think, if I'm remembering correctly. I could be completely wrong. I think I saw that. Is it about that? It might have actually not been cocky. It might have been something. I saw something else outlandish the other day too, and I was thinking to myself, what the fuck was that? Ooh, wait, just something more? Oh. I was like, oh, let me like pick out another thing. Oh. Okay, so that's what it was. I saw something like, earlier this week or something where I was thinking, like, I saw something of those regards and I was thinking to myself, like, I wonder why. Like, it's honestly kind of sad. Oh god. Okay, we gotta heal. It's so weird that they wouldn't, like, do, like, it. As far as I know, right? I could be completely wrong. It seems like they... It seems that they have made decent wares or, like, decent feedback, different recovery from it. I just can't figure out why they would do something like that. At least. I don't know why.
We're good to go.
I don't, it's just like, it feels weird of why they would like attempt that, if you ask me. It's just like, I don't know, for something that as like successful as it like has been, it's just like, I wonder why they would do that. Of course he got a critical hit on me. How could he? It's just like, it's odd. I like, interesting. I don't know why they're doing that. I also saw like the report, what was it? The Fire Force? I think the Fire Force anime is having like something of almost the same extent happen to them, where they are like, the next season that is happening in Fire Force anime is like adapting like an absurd amount of chapters and stuff like that. Like, I think I saw like 70 some or something like that. Like, it's adapting that much, and it's insane. Ooh, okay. See, I saw that something came out for it. I just haven't had the chance to like do it or something. That's kind of like, it just doesn't make sense of why they would do something like that. It's like, why? That's the mines. This is the tower. Okay. It's just, I don't know. Sometimes companies make these decisions and like, it baffles me. It genuinely like baffles me because it's just like, I don't know. It's like one of those things where like, I feel like they make such weird decisions that like, I don't understand where they where they get this idea from. Like, it just doesn't make a lot of sense of like where they got, like why. I think is the best way to put it. It's like, why would you guys think to do that? It just doesn't make sense to do that. Like, I don't know. I hate like repeating myself like the way I am, but it's just like, it just doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense. What is your weakness? You're weak to fire. I ain't got nothing with fire, unfortunately. It's just, I don't know. I feel bad because I do plan on reading it, but I was like genuinely looking forward to watching more Kaguya-sama and stuff like that. So like, let me know what you think, because if you didn't like it, then I know it was like, I don't want to say bad, but it's just like, it's just, I don't know. I can see that. It's just weird. I feel bad. Like, I get people want to do like stuff that like motivates them, I guess is the best way to put, like stuff that like really aligns with like their ideals and stuff that like they have fun with or something that they're passionate about. I'm like all for that. I think everybody, you know, should have like those feelings and stuff like that for projects that they put out there and stuff like that. I think everybody should. It's just like, okay, so this leads to another area. Let me check this other side real quick. Oh, facing a monster. I don't know. I don't know. Again, if the director wants to like stop operation because they just don't see I guess a way of like making their story better, then by all means do it. But it just, I don't know. Oh yeah, I saw your initial read a while back, and like I just knew that you loved it then. But we did level up. I'm stupid, I missed it. And that's why I'm like, I'm excited to give it a chance one day too. It's just like, I was excited to watch the animation because I always like, it's fun to just sometimes turn on an anime and stuff like that and just watch for a bit. That's when I have a good time. You know, just for a quick little watch or something like that. That's why I enjoyed it. Even sometimes I watch like clips of it and I like geek at it because it's just fun. Looks like we've come all the way to Ozma's tower. I didn't see any signs of them along the trail, so do you think they're wandered inside? It's quite likely that's the case. Let's go in. It looks like we'll need to hurry. Right. It's just, I feel bad. I feel bad for anime adaptations like that. They get like caught or stuck like that. It's dark in here. I'm scared. Quit being a baby. We're the only one on the first floor of this place. Did you hear that? They really did come in here. Inhale. Elsta? Stella, are you alright? Luke, Pat! If you can hear me, answer me now. These little brats, are they pretending they can't hear me? They might have climbed up to the second floor. Let's hurry and see if we can find them. Ooh, what is this? Is this just... Oh, okay, this is just like a little... nice little area. We don't have a map, so it's kind of going to be interesting to see if there's like a little... I just gotta keep track of where we're going in case I miss any little nook and cranny that I'm able to. Ooh, nice. Ow, scratching my eyes, sorry. Stupid allergies. But I gotta catch up on some Demon Slayer 2 eventually. Eventually. The training arc. I heard that's like I heard that's pretty good. I haven't heard, like, I have a friend who's like fully up to like his Demon Slayer is like his #1 anime, and he says he really enjoyed it. See, okay, I will say this about the movie. I haven't seen it. However, my brother did go see it. And he said he didn't mind it. However, he did believe that he is finding it hard to believe that it's going to be 3 parts. He says like there's like a lot of like downtime and stuff like that. So he was like a little complex about it. That's like the only complaint he had. Everything else he was fine with. I watched like that recap one a while back. The shoot, which one was it? Are we talking about the No, that I did not watch. Wait, is it? Hang on. I know the audio's gonna cut it out. I think I might be confusing myself. I generally might be confusing myself. I watched, excuse me, the Mugen Train. I did see that. I saw the training arc. No. Ooh. Yeah, the training arc. No, I did not see. And I haven't watched the Infinity Castle is the one that he saw. I have not seen, the only one I saw was the Mugen, the train, the train one before I mess up that word anymore. Run full speed in the direction of the voice. Rush in simultaneously with Joshua. Let's go, Joshua. Right. I've got your back. Oh, sweet. So we have choices to make. You monsters, go somewhere else. No, Shoo, leave us alone. Chew on this. Hell yeah. Estella, what are you doing here? Joshua, you're here too. Get back, you two. These monsters aren't playing around. We'll take care of them. I like these odds better than when we started. Protect all NPCs. If an NPC HP reaches 0, the game is over. Oh, great. But luckily, I got this. Got rid of one of them at least. Guess we can... Let's just attack them head on almost. Actually, yeah, we can just do this. We gotta protect them, we might as well. Can't let anybody die here. Oh, thank God they're moving in our direction. Okay, I thought they were like going to try to like flank or like run towards them. Good NPCs. Good NPCs. And of course I miss. Did I? I think it was the movie thing that I put on. I watched the it might be that. I might be confusing myself with what I'm saying, so I'm sorry. I think it's I did watch a movie, but I don't remember which one. It was like one of those recap movies. Because I think I know which one you're talking about. Let me see. I'm trying to find it. Because I did see a movie, but it was like mainly a recap and some new stuff. The only issue that I have is like it's hard to find out because they have like the TV thing and then they have like the seasons and stuff like that. I think I know which one you're talking. I just don't remember which one it is. This is like the confusing part about this. You know what it was? I think I remember. It was the Let me go find it real quick. It's got to be in one of my threads. I think I remember which one it is. I just don't remember the name. That's the problem. It was. Ooh. Was it this one? Yes. Okay. It was the training movie. I'm sorry, I was confused. The Hiroshima training movie thing that was like the prequel. It was like the we went to see I went with my friends to see like the prequel that led up to the that arc. The first it had like it was like a recap movie. Let me see. It was this one. Let me find the proper name of this. Okay, or it can just not copy what I wanted to copy. There was a it's not even listed here. This was a movie. I swear to God, it was a movie listed. Yeah, it was listed as a movie. Okay. It was To the Hirashira Training. That was the name of the movie. So it was like the first like 2 episodes, I think. The 2 like episodes before they officially aired. Like officially, like you get to see them in theaters and stuff like that. That's what it was. Sorry about that. I was like confusing myself because I was like, I did see Mughal Train and I did see the other movie, but I was like, what was the other movie's name? I couldn't remember. So that's my bad too. Looks like that's that. Yeah, it was like it was the recap. Yeah, it was recapping. Yeah, I don't remember what episodes it recapped, but it recapped like the ending and then gave us like a new episode that didn't air yet. So it gave us like a preview to what was to come. And I just never, excuse me, I'm drinking that water and went down the wrong way. And I just never watched after watching that movie, which was really bad. It looks like that. Looks like that's that. Oh, I'm sorry about that, man. I was confusing myself. I was like, oh man. Yeah, I'm glad everyone's safe too. By the way, that was great timing, the way you blitzed those monsters, Estella. You really think so? This is gonna be interesting. We have choices we can make. Oh man, that was awesome. Oh, look at them all jumping around. You really showed them, Estella. Not bad for a girl. Okay, buddy, you little twerp. Ow, that hurts. What are you trying to do to me? What's wrong with you? You even dragged poor Pat all the way up here against his will. Oh, it's time to think about what you did today. I love these guys. I love them. Oh, you're hurting me. Stop it. I said stop it. You're violent, she-devil. So this is the thanks I get for saving your neck, huh? Looks like this time it's time to give you some of my special discipline. Ow, 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 ow. All right, Estella. I'm sorry. Everything was all my fault. Estella, shouldn't we forgive each other like they teach at school? This brat, what is that just approached? This brat doesn't need forgiveness, but a little discipline should do the trick. Estella, behind you. It's something with the teeth, isn't it? What is that thing? Nice monster? I'm not... Oh yeah, I remember that was the thing too, because I was like confusing myself, because once you mentioned it, I was like, I feel like we mentioned this before, but it was just like I couldn't pinpoint. Because I was like, you're fine. It's just like, am I going crazy? Because I was like, I do remember seeing this. It's just like, I guess I blanked out the one time I went to the movie theater to see it, which was funny. I don't know why I blanked it out. Because I do remember I was like excited to watch the new season, and I just never did. Which was bad. I was like, oh man, I'm actually looking forward to this. Never proceeded to watch it, which is insane. I'm not going to make it in time. Ooh. Interesting. You had half the truth. I had the other half. It was just like we had both the pieces of the puzzle. We just had to connect it and put it into the like it was like a jigsaw. We just had to place it in the right proper area before the way it was intended to be. Huh? I wonder what Joshua was about to do. Dad, you came. You still lack skill and understanding, Estella. You must always... Okay, why is it doing this again? I don't know why it does that. What are you doing here? I just happened to be in town and heard the whole story from Anna. I'll give you points for your quick thinking and taking action to come after the children. You failed to follow through completely. I really messed up, didn't I? It's a good thing you showed up when you did. I'm sorry, I should have been watching her back. That just means that you have room for improvement. Consistently working to overcome your weak spots is the key. Understood. So how about we head home, everyone? It does. It gives like a nice chandelier vibe. Like a nice little chandelier aspect of it. I'm also interested in what these diagrams mean. I feel like it's interesting. It looks like a head of sorts. I wonder if there's more to this like area. I think so. Or at least there's more to this tower. That was incredible, Mr. Bright. You're like a gazillion times more awesome than Estella. Of course I was. I'm her father. Alright everyone, let's follow on out of here. I'm with you, Mr. Bright. Gives me a chandelier vibe. Who's the glory hog now? I mean, I guess I should be thankful that Dad saved my behind. But why does he have to go and take all the credit like that? It really chaps my hide. That's just the way he is. After all, he is Casca's Bright. Casa's Bright. Wow, jeez, these names. I'm illiterate as hell. It seems like you've had quite a day. Oh, and the game controller disconnected again. I don't know why though. I need to look into probably getting a new controller. That is just unbelievable. The second we get back to Roland, he says, I'll leave the reporting to you, and takes off for home. Sheer nerve, I tell you. There's no need to make a mountain out of a molehill over it. At least the boys came back safe and sound. Anyway, I think that's all there is to report. Nice. Child rescue. Oh, we got a lot of Mira now. Nice. Current rank is still Junior Bracer. You did well for your first assignment. From the details of your report alone, I believe I can commend you both for a job well done. You should be proud of yourselves. You really think so? I know so. In fact, you'll do even better on your next job. If anything else comes up, I would appreciate your help again. Sure. How about we head home too? I guess we better. Still got dinner to prepare. Would you mind holding on a second? A letter arrived for your father just a little while ago. Unfortunately, since he went straight home, I never got the chance to give it to him. Do you think you could deliver it to him instead? I wonder if it's more related stuff. I imagine so. The letter appears to be from one of the foreign branches. It honestly might be, dog, because like he seems like he is a high-ranking official. Because he seems like, oh yeah, he's cool, like he's the goofball type of dad that likes cool, calm, and collected. But he turns into like this fierce monster. Like it's gonna be funny as hell if we find out that like he's like an actual war demon, demon quotation, like like on the battlefield, like he's insanely strong and stuff like that. Like it's kind of like almost like Luffy. Luffy is like a goofball, but when he fights, he is a fighter, bro. Like I feel like that's what their dad is. I honestly have the same thing. Like I feel like this dude is just a different beast altogether when it comes to battling. But we'll see. Hopefully we'll see. As I'm sure you already know by now, Libera isn't the only country where the Bracer Guild exists. On top of that, your father is widely known as all across the Zernan continent. So we can expect these kinds of letters from time to time. If you two would be so kind as to make sure he gets this letter, I would really appreciate it. Okay, so we gotta go. We got the newspaper, so I guess we can just like head on back now. I wonder if... Oh, okay, we have $1,900. Money. Whatever we call it. Hey, Joshua. Do you think I'm really cut out to be a bracer? Well, you seem to be inherited your father's skill with the staff, and your nosy personality doesn't let you ignore someone in distress. Really? You think so? Sure. Why are you asking? Are you still thinking about what happened back at the tower? Yeah. Because of my carelessness, Luke almost got caught in the middle of a dangerous situation. If that hasn't come when he did, he could have been seriously injured. I guess I'm just worried about whether or not I'll be able to stay on top of things in the future. Oh, thank you, Min. I hope you have a great and safe rest of your day. Please take care of yourself, get enough rest, and I'll see you soon, my friend. Take care of yourself, rest up, and hope you have a great rest of your day. I appreciate you as always. Yeah, we're gonna have a very normal and definitely problem-free kingdom soon. It has to be leading up to that point. It has to be. But I appreciate you, man. Have a great rest. Oh, thank you. I plan to. I don't think I'm going to be reading any more of it today. I might try to read some Slam Dunk today, later. If not today, tomorrow. I might do it today just to finish the arc. And then, like, we might just do a Slam Dunk binge. Like, I might just end up doing that. So we'll see. I might try to finish it today if I get the opportunity to do so, which 50-50. We'll see. I might aim for today. We'll see. But I appreciate you, man. Thank you. I guess I'm just worried about whether or not I'll be able to stay on top of things in the future. Oh, cinema, dog. Absolute cinema. We will be there. I can't go wrong right now. I really can't. Whatever I decide to read, I can't go wrong. I really can't. Dog, it's been a blast ever since like everyone's been introduced and stuff. Not only from like a basketball standpoint, just watching or like reading about the games, just their interactions have been phenomenal. They've been great. His antics are like what makes it like so fun. Like everyone's like side comments to him about like what he's doing and stuff like that makes it so much funnier. But it's just like everyone's like commitment to the team is just so great. It really is. It's so fun to like just have it like that. Dog, like I said, all the additions to the team have been phenomenal. And I'm so glad they did them. I'm so glad they did. All the additions have added like this extra layer of just not only like from a basketball standpoint of improving the team in itself, but like the comedic effects of it. It's just so good. It's so good. It's so funny listening to all their like antics about just the dumb stuff on the court. Maybe Shiragi's like fouling issue and stuff like that. That's like the main antic that's funny to always deal with, because sometimes he just be some of those fouls I just be laughing at, because I'm like, dog, come on, you can't be doing this. You know better now. You can't do that. Oh, but I love Slam Dunk. I literally like whatever I decide to read tonight, I won't be mad. I won't be mad. Oh man, that kind of talk doesn't sound like the Estella I know. Huh? If we failed today, then all that's left to do is take back our losses tomorrow, right? Oh yeah, thank you, man. You take care as well. Have a great evening. Thank you. I'll see you soon too, my friend. Please take care of yourself and enjoy your evening. Get your rest in and try to have a great day tomorrow. I believe in you. But please take care, Min. I appreciate it. Overthinking and worrying about things that haven't happened yet is definitely not like you. Isn't being a bracer what you've always dreamed of? How can you expect to succeed if you let something like that happen today discourage you? Joshua, you're right. This isn't like me at all. I don't think a serious expression really suits your face either. You're laughing like a big ditz is far more natural for you. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? You're gonna see my angry expression if you keep that up. Okay, I admit, that last comment was pushing things a bit. I'll overlook it this time, and thanks for cheering me up. I don't know how about you, but I'm so ready to get home and eat. My stomach just started growling like a bear. Maybe glutton is closer to the mark than ditz. Maybe. Let's see. Speed run this. Speed through this whole area. Bright family house. We are home. Papa, mama. Well, actually, there's no mama, but as far as we know. We're home, Dad. We finished reporting to the guild like you told us to. Good work, kids. Details of your reports will be reviewed at each branch and will affect your pay and rank advancement in the future. Please make sure that you always remember to do it. Don't worry, we will. Before I forget, I got that copy of the Liberer news for you wanted. There was a letter for you at the guild too. And I wrote the news and the letter. The letter, huh? Well, I'm going to go clean up and start dinner. Oh, and Dad, thanks for coming when you did today. You really helped me out back there. I see you're being rather gracious today. Papa is happy. How delightful that my daughter has finally understood what a great man her father truly is. There's no need to hold back, Estella. Come and jump into your father's lovely arms. In your dreams. I swear the men in this house have one thing in common. They never know when to shut up. Oh boy. I guess she's not as depressed as I had thought she would be. Should I be thanking you, Joshua? I didn't do too much. I just gave her a push in the right direction. Stella's a resilient girl. To begin with. Yes, she is. But she still has a long way to go. She'll run into more than just a few stumbling blocks in the line of work. And overcoming those obstacles is what will teach her to stand on her own 2 feet. There's that sort of side of yours talking again. That soft side of yours talking. Oh no, are eggs supposed to explode like that? I guess I shouldn't have gone in expecting to make a perfect meal in a single try. No, wait. Cooking is supposed to be about passion. Exploding eggs are passionate, right? Not once more. That daughter of mine can sometimes be a little too passionate. I think I'll go help with dinner. We don't want the curtains to catch fire again. But at this rate, there's no telling what we can expect to have a bite. Food ready for dinner table. Haha. Alright then, let's see what this letter's all about, shall we? That's the letter seal. A message from the Erebon Empire. Oh no. What? Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Whoa, this is a surprise. This is a new dish I called Stella's Egg Sploon over rice. I'll be sure to savor every last morsel. I will. Your cooking this evening is excellent. My compliments to the chef. This is a raw talent at its best. Today certainly has been a busy but great day nonetheless. We qualified as junior bracers at our first real assignment, and I didn't even lose my eyebrows making dinner this time. Not to mention, the food being delicious. For a first attempt, this dish is actually quite edible. At first I thought I might have to pitch it out the window when you weren't looking, but it seems that technique won't be necessary tonight. Sometimes you're just so desperately rude, Dad. Don't you know how to be humble, and just say something tastes nice? Alright then, how about this? Boy, I never thought I'd be able to eat something wonderful like this before. I have to leave on business. You made a splendid dish, Stella. Thanks, Dad. Before I had to leave on business. Wait, business? Oh no, I did read that right. Are you really leaving again? Yes. Something unexpected came up. This time I'm going to be away for a while. Hold on a minute. You're leaving when? Tomorrow morning. What? I don't care what kind of job you're doing. That's just too soon. It's about that letter, isn't it? There was some sort of incident? Oh, it's nothing like that. Just a simple investigation. I'll have to visit a number of places, so it'll take me about a solid month before I'm through. That being the case, please take care of the house while I'm away. What do you mean, that being the case? You always use some vague excuse like that and take off, for who knows how long. We have to accept it, Estella. Bracer's job's to help those who come to us for help. I know, but what are you going to do about your jobs here at the Roland branch? You already accepted a few of them, haven't you? Oh, only about 5 or 6. So I was thinking, how about the both of you handle them for me instead? What? Are you really asking us to do the work that you're supposed to be doing? That I am. I'll have you to be the ones which I think that I am. I'll have you do the ones which I think you can accomplish. And I ask Skirson to handle the difficult ones. So what do you say? Sure, of course we will. We're only doing these 2. Right, Joshua? Yeah, no problem. Looks like a good way to get some experience as a bracer. And it's settled. I'll stop by the guild and let Lena know about the change of plan before I leave. Alright, I'm starting to feel more determined than ever. We'll have to bust our tails with these jobs, so we don't tarnish your name while you're gone. Oh, Estella, my beloved daughter, Papa is so proud. Oh, my dear Lena, who are in heaven, can you see your daughter now? Our little Estella has grown up to be such a lovely young woman. Face it, Dad, you're getting old. If people lose their trust in you at this age, you might as well just throw in the towel forever. I'm only helping you out because I'm your daughter, and I have a duty to pay you back for the last 16 years. I'm only 45, and that's more. And what's more, I'm very likely the most active member in the entire guild. Not bad for a pair of comedians. By the way, Dad, which flight will you be on tomorrow? The one heading for Grants? Or the one heading for Bose? I'll be on the one heading for Grand Seal. My flight departs at 10 o'clock in the morning. That means I'll have to get up a little earlier tomorrow. I'd be better to set my alarm clock just in case. Interesting. Ooh, nice little... We're gonna have like a dream thing, or... Oh no, we're getting a cutscene with the dad and Joshua? Or just the dad? Dad's drinking. Pop a bottle. Oh. Dad. Are you still awake, Joshua? You better hold off on the liquor, or Stella will get mad again. This is just my way of lifting my spirits before I travel. How about yourself? Would you like to join me for a drink? I'll pass, actually. What I should be saying here is, don't offer alcohol to minors. It's not like Serja, who would jump at any chance to enjoy a drink for 10. That's because she holds her liquor much better than I do. There's something really serious happening, isn't there? I can only imagine this really defined world, aren't we? There's no conclusive evidence, but there appears to be some sort of movement within the Empire. The Aerobian Empire? That sounds pretty suspicious. This movement doesn't appear to be overt, but that's what has me worried. I intend to do a little probing. at the Airbrand embassy to see what turns up. Understood. I'll make sure to look after Estella while you're gone. Don't you spoil that girl, you hear me? Now that she's become a bracer, she needs to learn to look after herself. Estella will be fine. She's got good instincts, and despite being a bit rough around the edges, she has the talent with the staff as well. There's no doubt in my mind that she'll be the first class bracer someday. Yet at present, she's like a babe in arms who knows nothing about the realities of the world around her. At some point in time, she'll have to choose which path to follow in life. And Joshua, same thing can be said for you too. It's already been 5 years since you become a part of this family, hasn't it? How time does fly. Yes, sure does seem that way. But what you said back then, are you sure you won't reconsider taking those words back? For me, keeping my word is what defines who I am. If I can't do something as simple as that, I don't know how I could live with myself. I know this may sound stubborn, but I can't take back what I said. I'm sorry. There's no need to apologize. But I'd like you to remember this. No matter what path you choose in life, you can't erase these past 5 years. Estella and I will always be your family, no matter what may befall you. I wonder what... Thanks, Dad. I wonder what that conversation was like. The hell? Prologue. A Father's Love, A New Beginning. Legend of Heroes. Trails in the Sky. Oh, sweet. So the prologue is complete. Nice. We have completed the prologue. Oh boy, oh boy. Well, it looks like it's time for me to board my flight. Estella, don't do anything I want to do myself, and try not to be a handful for Joshua either. For the upteenth time, I heard you already. How about you try not to go overboard yourself with your own work? You're not getting any younger, you know. Do what you will, but I'm not about to overtake by any youngsters. I'm really sorry about placing all that work on your shoulders at the last minute. Please don't be. I'm slightly concerned, however, about whether or not I can do a decent job in your place. I don't want to be the humble and silver streak. I don't mean to make your life any more difficult, but please keep an eye on these two. You just leave them to me. Is tightening up the reins and not spoiling these two fine with you? You definitely understand the way I think. What's this all about? Looks like to me like a mutual understanding between master and pupil. Grand Sail bound airline will depart shortly. All passengers, please board the airship now. Uh-oh, better take my seat. Ain't no like goodbye or anything, just adios. Have a great trip, Dad. We'll take care of everything here while you're gone. Hurry back, don't forget to bring me back a souvenir. I'm not sure everywhere you be going, but don't forget to bring me back a souvenir. A little fancy, something would be nice. Hey now, this trip is for business, not pleasure. If I have any money left over, I'll certainly think about it though. Alright, you two. Be good while I'm gone. Oh, this is kind of sad. I guess like we'll eventually... I feel like we're gonna like have to run into him like down the road. I feel like that adventure is gonna send us out on like a path, and we'll come across him on our journey because maybe our paths intersect at that point. I don't know. Definitely gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. I think he's gone again. Yeah. Come on, you two. There's no need to look so down. Your father will be back in no time. I don't know what kind of investigation he's been asked to do this time, but when it comes to your father, we'll have it done before you know it. I'm not sad that he's gone. He's always been away more than he's been at home. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, I'm going to get to work on those jobs your father left me. But if you run into any trouble, give me a holler. We'll do. But first, I'd like to try and finish a few jobs with Joshua. I want to see what we're capable of doing as junior bracers. Alright, if you insist. I imagine that with Joshua's tagging along, there's probably not much to be worried about. Good luck to you too. Thanks. We'll do our best. Is that dude just like walking in the corner trying to walk off the stairs? What do you want to do now, Estella? Shall we go stop by the guild? Yeah, should probably talk to Anna and find out what the jobs are waiting for us. Let's go! Yes, let's do it. I think I'll accept the jobs and then we'll be calling it a day here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to call it a day here. Oh, you know, it's funny, everyone else speeds up with us. Where is... Okay, the kids just like disappeared. Do I hit this? Find a shiny rock. I'd like someone to find my shiny rock. Please direct me for details. I might have dropped it behind. Pay 30. Charles. Mention mineral monsters. 600 mineral difficulty low. Ferocious monsters known as the pine plant has been spotted roving the Mitch Main Road. Bracers from this branch are requested to deal with this threat immediately. Okay. We have a few quests we can do. Oh, good morning, Estella and Joshua. Has your father already left? Yep, just barely. That's why we came to find out about the jobs he left for us. Sure. For a total of 3 jobs I have lined up for you. For the first one, I'd like you to head out to the farm west of here. The farm west of here? Isn't that where Tio lives? Tio? I seem to have heard that name somewhere before. Tio Prezes. She was one of our classmates at Sunday school. She's also at the Perez Farms. She's also the Perez Farms owner's daughter. Oh, really? It's actually the Perez Farm that put in the request to have someone exterminate some monsters. Are they really having problems like that? Fortunately, nobody has been hurt, but the owner and his family are upset over their fields being destroyed by creatures. Understandable. Therefore, the guild received an immediately exterminate request. I never would have expected something like that to happen. Okay, we'll head out there right now. Here, take this with you. Guild referral. Oh, okay. Document certifies that you were dispatched by the guild. Please give it to the owner of the farm. We already know Teal's father pretty well, so I don't think that would be necessary. But we'll take it just in case. What was the other... Did they just... Hold on, before we go. Does it... I was gonna say, does it keep track of, like, my... things? Weapons, armor, healing, quartz. These are items, guild referral. We can look at it. That's the notebook. Recipe. I was trying to see if like we can keep track of the quest. No, it's not gonna be in here. I guess maybe not. It has to be like in the guild thing, the bracer notebook. I just gotta find out where. Achievements, past tests, magic, quartz, magic setup, skills, quicken pay. Huh. Wonder how you get that thing next to the memo. How do we get that? Yeah. Oh. Okay, so this is how we do it. Okay. Okay, so we can check it like that. Okay, I kind of figured that was the case. Just trying to figure out how to do it was the problem. But thank you all. I appreciate you all. I hope you all have a great and safe rest of your day. I will be able to stream tomorrow. So we'll be picking this back up again. I'm having a good time so far. I'm very, very interested to see where this goes. But thank you all. I appreciate it. I hope you all have a great, safe rest of your day. And if your day isn't good, I hope it does get better. Remember to drink your water, get your steps in, check your posture, and always remember you're important. Until tomorrow, I'll catch you all later. And this was the first stream of the year. I'm so happy it was. It was fun. I've enjoyed it. But thank you, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Wee. I'm so stupid.